When
I was little, me and my brothers used to spend hours chasing each other through the Merkberry fields. Don't think a day went by I didn't have a skinned knee or a bleeding elbow.
Oh, we did that sometimes. Only my brother usually had a hand in the bleeding.
He older or younger than you? Either way, I bet he's just as strapping.
Older. Was older. Then Raid Sarah's invaded.
Oh, of course, that's gone, but I'm so sorry.
Open mouth, insert foot.
Cold as winter until suddenly she's not.
Meet her eye when you've got bad news. She respects that.
Okay. Oh, you're also getting experience just coming
she
here.
Likes me. I spent most of my career escorting foreign ships.
Many have. She's got nothing against scramble routes, but don't stare at her hand.
Okay.
If this is about the Hazatoa tournament, I've got nothing to do with that, all right? I just serve the drinks.
He holds up his hands with the exhausted resignation of a man who's made his case many times. What's this about, this weird word?
Some of the soldiers and sailors get to making unwise bets when they play. Like I said, I keep out of it. None of the regulars are looking for new opponents, though, if that's what you're asking. All the better for you, trust me.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But why do you work for the Royal Deadfire Company?
They always pay on time. They're run by the Ronganui, so they should, right? Also, I'm from a town near Takoa. Rautai's full of all kinds of kith, not just Amawa.
Amawa. Somebody said the word that I've never been into announced. Amawa. Amawa.
But the Amawa have a long history at sea. They make up a lot of sailors and soldiers, including most of the ones that ended up here.
I'd like to order something.
Sorry, I'm really only supposed to sell to captains working for the Royal Deadfire Company.
Rude. Cool. Well, we got experience for doing that. That makes me want to explore everywhere. Even if it's just to go in there and come back. But there, I know that one dude said to go up the stairs? Or is it the Fleet Master's office?
Come to gawk, too? My punishment's over, you know.
She looks away and crosses her arms, carefully to hide her burned hands. Why were you holding a red-hot cannonball? She glances back at you, a look of defiance in her eye.
I punched my captain.
Did it feel good?
Atta girl.
It's as if a mere mention of the incident takes her back to it. Her face darkens with anger and a bitter snarl transforms her features.
So maybe he shouldn't have insulted my aim. Like I don't know the difference between a smooth and rifled bore.
She shakes her head, quietly stewing. Seems drastic.
He asked if I knew where I was pointing my cannons. I told him to bend over in front of one and we'd find out. It escalated from there. Anyway, I'm not reporting back to Wakoyo, that's for sure. I crewed on mercenary ships before this. Come to think of it, that suited me better.
She grins impishly.
Still a scramble root at heart, I guess. But I'm plenty experienced. Maybe I'll see if anyone's looking for an expert cannoneer.
I could use an experienced cannoneer in my crew. She looks up and down, considering your offer.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I only crew with captains I know, either personally or by reputation. I'm sure you're capable, but I don't know enough about you. Yet.
That's right, yet.
Let's talk again when you've made a name for yourself.
So let's go blow up some ships, is that what you're saying? That's what I heard. She just told us to go kill some ships. That's what I heard. I mean, I can if that's what you want me to do. It's fine. See, we're getting experience down here just for going places. Dang it. Fleet Master Wakoyo.
Clear skies, my friend.
Wakoyo crosses his arms and tips his head to the side. A long scar traces a path down his face, curving sharply where his cheek rises with a smile. Spiff, Captain of the Defiant, at your service.
I know of you already, Captain.
Really? Because your cannoneer didn't know me.
Maya, I assume you vouch for your new captain.
He turns his focus toward Maya and Ishi.
On occasion. Why?
Your ship, unmoored from Deadfire politics, is an asset I would grasp with both hands. An arrangement can help us both. You will empty the seas of competition in exchange for profit.
So hunting ships for Rawatai? Where do I begin? Now hold on. I am not familiar with whose I would be attacking. Oh gosh. Okay, so Rawatai are a type of Huana. Aren't you afraid that privateering will start a war?
An official reckoning is drafted to account for every cannonball shot in the name of Rawatai. Our paperwork is most thorough. For every ship sunk, there is a legal justification. Our enemies will know the war is started on the day we fail to turn in our paperwork.
What bounties do you have available?
A Scylla wave skipper is your first target. A pirate shirking any pretense of lawful conduct in the open seas.
I'm still confused if we want to be on the side of pirates or not, but I'll take the bounty anyway, because I don't see a reason why I wouldn't.
Most excellent. A Scylla commands the Voyager River Dragon, which pesters a group of islands to the southwest of Port Mage.
Oh wow, on the other side of the world. Cool, so we got a bounty. And that's not stealing. Wait. Dang it. That's a secret room I can't get in.
Well, I'd prefer something with a little more stabbing.
Map shows shipping routes from the Deadfire to Rawatai. Okay, so Rawatai is a whole other area. Okay. Inscription reads, "That which grows is strengthened." By Coralsman so-and-so. I mean, yeah, that's... Okay, that makes sense, sure. We almost explored everywhere. Then we're going to probably leave Nekataka, do one or two of the side quests. I'd like to get one more level under our belt before we go back to the old city.
Why does your Ronga carve his name into a rock?
The Ronga Nui, and it's a commemoration to show what he built.
Oh. Then did your Reparo also write their names on other stones?
I don't think we went to the powder house. Lead the way, Ishi!
I'm sorry, but this area is strictly off limits.
What is this place?
Private property of the Royal Deadfire Company, that's what.
Can I look around inside?
Sorry, my orders come from the Hazanui herself.
Diplomacy. Come on, I can't get into that much trouble, not when this place is so well guarded.
All it would take is one stray flame, one errant spark.
He catches himself and stops, shaking his head.
No, I'm sorry, but you really don't understand.
Wow. That was a high check, too. Alright, we can't go there. Got it. But I know now. Can't go there. You're named.
All this trouble over a tablet of fucking stone.
Oh, this is the other
if
dude.
my company standing wasn't on the line, I would have written this one off as a loss already.
She nurses her brow and motions for you to speak. Any ideas in retrieving the epic?
I heard tell of Ephron, a thief with a penchant for making house calls. Word has it that Ephron made his way inside of Archimere's manor and later died.
We're gonna loot his body later.
Now his soul is bound to the fortune-telling machine in the dark cupboard. Strange fate.
Oh man, what's the name of that? The fortune-telling machine. That's like referenced so many times, like Mr. Oh man, that's what just popped in my head. Oh, you and Natehi don't seem to get along.
All of her pretenses of cultural pride are a means to an end. Like the rest of the Huana, she isn't above exploiting any advantage if she can profit from it.
That doesn't seem fair. The Huana are trying to get by.
As you say.
Jagahu grins and pats down a nest of writhing hair, and Maya pinches the bridge of her nose. These are both pro Juana. Okay. Farewell. So again, that epic she's talking about is in a manor in another section of the city. Maybe we want to try and get that first, since we're here. Let's do that. Let's do that. We were trying to find somebody who stole something from the shop. And then that person, if we get it back for her, she'll give us a key to the front of the manor. Where are we going? Weapon Master? Oh, no, you're just... Good job. Good talk. Good talk. What's in here again? This seems important. Can I just take this? No. Stop moving. Quest completed, the Brass Empire. Hazani Karu paces near her desk, looking like a shark circling the shallows. She clenches a long, elegant pipe between her teeth, the smoke trailing an acrid wake behind her. She looks up when you enter and favors you with a brief nod of acknowledgement.
The former Lord of Cadnua and one-time Terrifier of Harbor Masters. If dockside tales are to be believed...
She smiles briefly through the smoke.
You have not brought much good news of late.
Oh. My bad.
So, in addition to pirates, profiteers, and slavers, the Deadfire has a vengeful god roaming its waters?
So the three options that I could do is the first one that doesn't gain us any cleverness or rationale, so I'm not going to do that one. Clever one is things could be worse. At least it's not Skane, which Skane is that really like deceitful person, that god that had like all the potch marks. Or rational, I need to learn more before we speculate on his motives. I'm gonna go with that one. I need to learn more before we speculate on his motives.
If your report is true, he's stumping port towns into craters. I don't much care why he's doing it. He must be stopped.
She halts, turning to face you. You're finally able to get a good look at her. She's not especially large for a Mamawa. Dang it, I already forgot how to say it. But she carries her shoulders high. Her weathered face looks to have seen many storm-blown and sun-beaten days on deck, yet her eyes are sharp and keen. I'm gonna go with clever again. He's a giant made of living Audra that can absorb souls in an instant. Got any ideas?
Anything can be stopped with sufficient force.
The problem is finding the will to deploy it. She watches you, her eyes bright with calculation.
The Valians won't lift a finger if it isn't to snatch a coin, and the Huana will barely do that much.
No? Tell it to the Water Shapers who
What is it? I don't think that's me. I think the game's kind of messing up. Anyway, there's the Water Shapers who washed your stranded boats from sandbars.
No one takes charge.
Yeah, something's wrong with the audio for whatever reason. No one takes charge to solve the big problem, so perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefit. She takes the pipe in her left hand. As she does, you notice that her right hand is unusually still. Okay, so we're not supposed to look at her hand. I remember the people talking about that. Perhaps we could.
Look around. Deadfire's full of fertile, temperate islands. Except for Andra's mortar. It's largely free of rough weather.
That audio file was fine. Anyway, she waves her right hand, and you notice again that her fingers remain strangely still. You realize it's an unusually fine prosthetic.
Yet much of it is uninhabited. Itinerant tribes drift between some of the islands, and smugglers and slavers cluster around the rest. It's a waste.
Imagine what this place could be with well-guarded shipping routes. How many Routarians would be freed from plantations here? So you're exploiting Deadfire for the sake of Rawatai?
That's a naive view. One our enemies are keen to promote.
My bad?
Rautai's violent storm.
I don't know what's going on with the audio. Violent storms have shaped and hardened us as much as they have our homeland's rocky terrain.
But it remains a difficult place to live. So, we rely on trade.
And on plantations we've established here.
And those developments also create a more stable, productive Deadfire.
She spreads both hands wide, as if that explains it. What does it have to do with me?
You've got a good head on your shoulders. Deadfire needs more of that.
Rationale level 2, coming into play.
If you're chasing the god who's stomping this place into the ground, then we have a common goal. And if you're going to survive here, then you could use an ally.
A hint of a smile tugs her lips from her tar-stained teeth. What do you have in mind?
The disaster at Hasongo remains a key concern. We rely on the port there to ship food back to Rawatai.
She sucks on her pipe, hiding her worried expression behind a cloud of smoke.
That's on hold until you
investigate. Short of that, there are other matters that demand attention.
Atsura, our Grand Secretary, has a plan that would make use of your unusual talents.
Do tell, I love experience and money.
His office
is downstairs, he can tell you more. What's the game board for?
Hazatoa. Atsura and I usually have a game running, and this one's been going on for over a month and a half.
Atsura's good at misdirection, but I've got a mind for the long game.
You look like you've come with a purpose.
I'm not going to talk about her hand, because we were told not to, so farewell! Okay. That's the game board? Yeah, Game of Pause is in progress. Where's downstairs? That's an exit. That's an exit. Downstairs. Let's go talk to the quartermaster, though. If we can even get in there. Okay, we can. A young woman with a bright, wide smile. And eyes to match, raises her hand and gives you a quick but enthusiastic wave. Then, with an exaggerated look of embarrassment, she stops herself and crosses her forearms over her chest.
I always forget.
Always forget that part. Say, you're the Watcher of Cadnua, aren't you? I've never met anyone famous before.
Except the Hasanui. She yells at me sometimes.
Her grin widens impossibly. Are you always this excitable?
It's just, this is my first time away from the rough country. I'd heard there were thick, green forests and sandy beaches without a storm in sight, but I never imagined this.
She shakes her head in wonderment.
You must have traveled lots, seen all sorts of amazing places.
She folds her hands under her chin, watching you intently. Sure, I've just got to go get Aethus to stop stepping on them.
Now, that sounds like an adventure. I love Rawatai, but it's hard to go a week without seeing storms, or hearing about mudslides burying a village somewhere.
Her buoyant expression sags, but only for a moment. You're a quartermaster, can you sell me something? Her face scrunches up in disappointment.
I really wish I could, but my supplies are for the Royal Deadfire Company and our allies. Hasanui's orders. Maybe if you impress her or Atsura, they could make an exception.
Okay. By the way, you can't see me. Rune powder? Well. Yeah, just win your back, it's fine. Win the back room. Don't worry about it. So downstairs to talk to somebody important. Wait. Gosh, I can't automatically open a door. I fail as a captain. I wonder if there's like a memory leak or something for the game. We've been playing for a couple hours.
See those awful verses by the kitchen?
They weren't that bad.
Awful versus
Rhyming Hazanui with Kablooey?
I can't think of anything else that goes with Hazanui.
I agree.
Me neither. That's why I leave epics to the lore college.
Criticism is easier than creation.
That's also true. Barracks. Atsura's office. I think that's where we're going. Only people who travel as widely as hours. What is this? It's this coral. Cool. The man behind the desk regards you with attentive, unblinking eyes and a perfectly open expression. His smooth features make it hard to pinpoint his age, though the crinkles at the corners of his eyes suggest he is not especially young. He cocks his head, taking your measure. He pauses before speaking just a little longer than seems normal. And because we're diplomatic, when he finally does, he crosses his forearms over his chest and gives you a slow, exquisitely courteous nod. The whole gesture is so perfectly choreographed that it seems he must have practiced it many times.
Watcher Nui, the Lord of Cadnua.
He gives you a sleek half smile, then reveals a row of perfect, pointed teeth. Insight? Dang, I love how all these things are written. In his careful stare and the pause before he speaks, you recognize that he's studying you.
I'm not one for ostentation, but your remarkable display at Queen's birth suggests that you are an individual with skills, not mere style.
Dang, this has 3 things we want. We want clever, rational, and diplomatic. We've been doing a lot of clever, and I think diplomatic's going to help us as we go through this section of the story. So that's kind of you to say.
Few with abilities like yours would be so humble about them.
His eyes shine with interest. He blinks, perhaps for the first time since your conversation began.
I am Atsura, Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company.
It sounds like a significant title, but he is strangely emotionless. He might as well be describing the color of his clothing. And what's your business here?
Rawatai has long maintained trade interests in the region.
He gives you that unusually placid smile again.
While our homeland is rich in saltpeter, the violent climate and rocky soils make it a poor source for most other basic staples.
Like food.
It's my business to look after the mainland's interests here.
He spreads his hands wide to include his rather plain, dim office. He seemed like another reason I'm probably going to go more diplomatic versus him than clever is because I think that's how I'd get more out of him. So it's an honor to meet you.
And it's a pleasure to meet someone of your elegant manners.
He dips his head, returning the sentiment.
I wish I had been there to see your grand entrance at the palace, but I avoid Serpent's Crown as much as possible. It is a place of entirely too much talk. And I find that the more talk one hears, the less it means.
He smiles. What do you want with me?
You are direct. I appreciate that.
He tilts his head and blinks as if considering you anew.
The demand for luminous Adra has sent the Valian Trading Company into a frenzy.
Oh, we still have to steal some crates, that's right.
Their expeditions grow too bold, and their officers too greedy.
He puckers his lips as though at lack of discretion at a dinner party.
Worse, their rapid expansion attracts pirates and threatens the outlying Huana tribes. This risks souring the Kahanga royals against all foreign involvement.
He inclines his head like he's about to let you in on a secret.
But you can curtail their growth.
Because we at least have insight too, which we actually have 6. This isn't about welfare to the Deadfire Company. This is about them outpacing you.
By snapping up land, we need to grow food and build ships for our people? Indeed. But our interests and Deadfire's are not mutually exclusive.
It described that he took pauses, and that was a longer than normal pause between the two lines. Nice touch.
The Valians have sent an expedition to Pococahara, a storm-wrecked island believed to house a vein of luminous. I hear you accomplished an incredible feat in restoring the luminous Adra near Port Mage.
He praises you again with those unblinking eyes.
If your abilities allow you to do that, then perhaps you are also capable of the opposite. Find the luminous Adra at Pococahara. Render it unusable to the Valians. This should encourage them to develop the resources they have, rather than reaching for more.
His eyebrows rise a degree, both a request and an invitation. So this is definitely, there's the Valian Trading Company, and there's the Rawatai, which I think is called like the Deadfire or something. So those are two opposite ends. Which one am I liking more? I think we're already friends with the Valian Trading Company, because they were the people in the first town. Though I think they're being jerks. Why would I help you?
Because governors like Clario are a rare breed. Most of the Valian administrators care little for the well-being of the Huana.
I don't remember hitting benevolent that many times.
If the Valians claim Pococahara, it is the locals who will truly suffer.
We'll see.
Deadfire is a tumultuous place. Consider the value of an ally with ships, cannons, and the backing of a great empire.
That's a good point.
I do not have the precise location of Pococahara, but the tribe on the nearby island of Tikawara could probably help. I suggest starting there.
He circles a small, out-of-the-way island on your map.
Now, what else can I do for you?
I think I'm done talking to you. That's good. Disruptor Luminous Adra. So we can... It's like asking us to sabotage the Valian Trading Company. Food-stained tally sheets tucked beneath this battlefield mode suggest it's been used for recreational purposes. Recreation. Cool. Is there an exit down here? There is. Okay, I said I was going to find... I actually think I'm supposed to find the person in this section of the town who stole something from the shop. Where is it? Might be down here. This. Find Berteno in the Brass Citadel. Owes money to a notorious Rotarian captain named Hamautu Stoneheel. He's by the docks. Wait, what? I can't go there? Oh, is this like a back way? Oh. Okay. I guess that's not the exit I was looking for. Gave us some loot, though. So let's go Imperial Command, come out the front, and go to the docks. That's weird. Why is that section even there? Interesting. To say the least. Yeah, it's just another exit. A poorly planned attack is worse than none. This little saying that popped up down here. I agree. So he should be down here by the docks somewhere. Oh, he's right here. Hi, dude.
Beat it. I don't have time to chit-chat.
The thin Valian glances over your shoulder with an expectant frown. Oh gosh, I can do this two ways. You stole a pair of gloves from the dark cupboard. Give them to me.
Not a chance, amico. Fascina sent you, didn't she? Postinago, just for these?
Shaking his head, he pulls a pair of fine gloves from his pocket, studying them with evident disappointment.
Soft as down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them.
I could do clever, but I don't have any money. You're gonna have a hard time selling an Archmage's gloves for fast coin.
Should have guessed these were bad luck. Well, it's too late to go making smart decisions, isn't it?
He opens his mouth to say more, but something to the southwest distracts him and his expression fills with dread.
Here he comes, and I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my debt, I'm a dead man.
Keep your mouth shut and follow my lead. Glancing at you, Berteno shrugs and swallows down a lump in his throat. Dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. What's up, Captain? A unit of steely-eyed sailors approach the docks, clutching pikes and firearms with quiet professionalism. At their head stands a tall Amawa in a mustard-yellow uniform. He turns his attention between you and Berteno.
So, Berteno, you hired a mercenary, or else a negotiator. That coin should have gone toward your debt to me.
Hamuto rubs a long scar that extends the length of his neck. He survived getting a slit throat? Whoa.
Huh? No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back.
Berteno's voice falters and he turns to you with sudden panic. Oh, we could just attack the Royal Deadfire Company. That's probably bad. Oh my gosh, hold on. None of these are good. I could tell them to be quiet. The adults are talking. I don't like say nothing. I think I need to pick this one. Berteno, shut up. The adults are talking. Himoto's eyes brighten and he nods. The soldier random chuckle with approval. Minor positive.
I like dealing with people of substance. This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary.
Hamuto spreads his hands in a peaceful manner as his soldiers level their guns at Berteno. Wow, these are all pretty big. You sound more reasonable than I was led to believe.
Do I? One can be adherent to the tenets of maritime law and still be seen as a monster.
What's your plan for Berteno?
Indentured servitude. I trust this is a more honest and respectable alternative than any pursuit he would take on his own terms.
I don't have money to pay him, but I'll see if I can, because I need the gloves. Perhaps I can pay what's owed?
You must care a great deal for this insufferable little worm to stake your purse on his freedom.
Taps his lower lip in thought.
400 pyres are what Berteno owes, and I will accept that sum to have this sorry business concluded.
I think I have 400. Payment as agreed.
Then our business is concluded.
Hatawa signals his men to stand down. After a hateful look, they lower their arms and follow their captain's lead. I think that was literally the last of our money.
I can't believe I'm finally out of debt.
Minor positive from the Principe? He's a pirate?
For the first time in my life, I'm free.
Yeah, don't do it again. Berteno claps his hands together, tears brimming at the corner of his eyes. Technically, you're indebted to me.
Not anymore, I'm not. Here, catch.
He tosses the Roakoa fingers with casual disdain. You have gained a quest item of the fingers. What does it give me? Dexterity and sleight of hand and gains... You just get the spell? That's cool. Oh well.
It's a new Berteno all the way. Pirate Berteno doesn't get himself in anyone's debt.
Laughing in a full voice, he makes a hasty exit. That's a hasty exit. Cool. That was
You were saying?
good. We got him